Hi guys, it's so good to have you here again. Thank you so much for always tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate you and thank you so much for attracting new subscribers to my channel. You guys are simply the best and I'm super grateful. And don't forget, we're here to give you the latest, the hottest, most reliable and authentic news. And don't forget, we brought you how Ize-Iyamu emerged as the flag bearer for the APC. But of course, we know that Governor Godwin Obaseki says is not part of that. So it is now left for these two people to stand in the battleground and fight for who is really going to be the flag bearer for the party. And of course, we also know that Godwin Obaseki has not taken things lightly since yesterday. He has also gone ahead to pick up his own nomination form from the Abuja office, and also Ize-Iyamu has come out to blast Governor Godwin Obaseki that he has done nothing in the state and they don't want miscreants like him to rule the state any longer. And of course, we know Ize-Iyamu is saying all this because he have the strong backing of Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, and we have seen all that in the past few weeks on how things have been running in the state. So right now we're going to tell you how both parties picked up their nomination forms from the Abuja office and what transpired between them. All right, before we go details into that, guys, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately and be a part of this family. And also don't forget to share and like this video. Please give this video a thumbs up because your thumbs up would mean so much to us. All right, thank you so much. Let's go details into the news. Though it's a long one, just sit down, sit back, take a cup of coffee and just sip and enjoy, because it's going to be a long ride, because it's really a battle that these two elephant has to fight, and you know who suffers it. The ground suffers it. All right, let's go, guys. It says the battle line for the governorship ticket of the All Progressive Congress APC in the forthcoming election in Edo State was drawn yesterday as the two main contenders from the ruling party's faction, the incumbent Mr. Godwin Obaseki and Mr. Osage Ize-Iyamu, obtained nomination forms to run, while a group Obaseki Mandate Forum in Federal Capital Territory purchased the nomination form for Obaseki ahead of the June 22nd primary election. Ize-Iyamu, a former secretary to Edo State government, picked his at the party's national headquarters in Abuja. APC in Edo State has been enmeshed in a crisis since last year, which has defied all efforts of the party leaders and other well-wishers to resolve. The crisis has resulted in the factionalization of the ruling party in the state, with one faction pitching tent with the APC national chairman, Mr. Adams Oshiomhole, and the other backing Obaseki. However, amid controversies over the directive of APC National Working Committee that direct primary would be used to decide the party standard bearer in the election, Ize-Iyamu, who had earlier been endorsed as the consensus candidate by Oshiomhole's faction of the party, obtained his nomination form with an assurance that the election would not be lost to the opposition. And of course, we know that the fate of Iyamu has been decided by Oshiomhole. That is why they want a direct primary, because they know that there are other factions of Obaseki that would really stand behind him to ensure that he's the flag bearer. But of course, we know the tactics of Comrade Adams Oshiomhole and what he wants to do. That is why they are opting for the direct primaries. But all the same, sit back and enjoy, and let's continue as we see what Oshiomhole did or what he's going to do. However, the governor, whose function opposed the direct primary directive of the party, has vowed that no man could deny him a second term in office, adding that power comes from God, and of which we heard all that yesterday when he said power comes from God and no one can stop him from returning if God wants him to. Of course, Ize-Iyamu was accompanied to the National Secretariat of the party in Abuja by other aspirants from Oshiomhole's faction, including Professor Ebegwe Emadwasun, General Charles Ehibare, retired Mr. Chris Ogenwonyi, Honorable Ehiozuwa Agbonayima, and Honorable Saturday Ewilekwe, and others. At the event, the national body of the party warned that People's Democratic Party (PDP) is waiting for APC's implosion ahead of the June 22nd governorship primary in Edo State, but assured party members of a free, fair, and credible primary. Addressing journalists after picking his form, Ize-Iyamu said the other 7 aspirants had stepped down for him, while Edo State members at the National Assembly were backing his aspiration. He explained that the other aspirants stepped down for him because the party does not want a rancorous primary or anything that would give the opposition the opportunity to take over the state. That is Ize-Iyamu blabbing. Ize-Iyamu said though there were issues in the state, the leaders of the party were resolute that the party would not be lost to the opposition. Every one of us here may have personal ambitions, but we are bound together by the common desire to fast-track the transformation of our state through transparent, effective, and accountable governance that will improve the living standard and social well-being of our people. And we all recognize that this cannot happen unless we dislodge the present administration that has failed this great party and the people of Edo State, Ize-Iyamu stated. Ize-Iyamu said he was reluctant to criticize Obaseki, but added that even though APC is the ruling party in the state, majority of its members are not happy with the pace of development, rancor, and the level of insecurity in the state. Asked if Oshiomhole have endorsed him, he noted, while he would have loved that the national chairman to endorse him, he, Oshiomhole, could not do that now in order not to compromise his integrity as the father of all the aspirants. Well, we all know that is a lie because obviously we can see that Comrade Adams Oshiomhole is heavily backing Ize-Iyamu, but right here is trying to play smart and trying to be diplomatic with his response that the national chairman is is not standing for anyone because he's the national chairman of the party. Anyway, he said on the mode of the primary that is generating controversy, Ize-Iyamu said he had no problem with the method to be adopted by the national body of the party in picking its governorship candidate. He said he would abide by the party's rules as set by the National Working Committee, the organ that is empowered to fashion out guidelines for the conduct of the primary. If they want us to do indirect primary, so be it. If they want us to do direct, so be it. But if you want to use the COVID-19 situation, what should be recommended really is direct primary because the process decentralizes the system. Meanwhile, indirect will congregate thousands of people in one place for voting. But the governor is insisting on indirect primary because it is easier to buy delegates. Those who are afraid of the direct primaries are those who are afraid of free, fair, and credible election, he stated. Earlier, the National Organizing Secretary of the party, Mr. Ize-Iyamu, had said APC's major opponent, PDP, was praying for an implosion in the party, adding that the opposition party will wait forever and wait for nothing. He said, with the way we are going to conduct our primary, it will leave no one in the doubt that APC is more united, more than ever. Naturally, the social media has been awash with a lot of comments, but I want to assure you that the contrary to what people may think, I am very optimistic that the forthcoming primary will prove APC as a party that will be fair to all. The process that will lead to the primary will be so transparent that whoever wins will know that he has won, and whosoever loses, it will be obvious that he or she has lost. I urge all of you to see this contest as a game, he stated. Ogiawanyi, who stepped down for Ize-Iyamu, said he shared the same commitment and vision for accelerated development of Edo State, anchored on the purposeful and effective leadership with Ize-Iyamu, leveraging on the abundant human and natural resources of the state. And of course, we know how Governor Godwin Obaseki said yesterday that however he expressed his confidence while he was on live television and on Sunrise Daily, he said that he's not a violent person, but is very confident that the way he got into power is the same way he's going to return, that God has given him power. And if he wants him to return, and of course, he says no man can stop him. And of course, Obaseki also denied claims that his ambition to run as governor would be hindered by inadequate resources. Yes, he said he has friends, he has people that could as well help him out when it comes to election. He said, but this shouldn't lead to bloodshed. We will not accept to be cowed and intimidated because some people think that they can manipulate rules and cut corners. Of course, we had all that yesterday. If you're following our news, you can go check that out on everything that Governor Godwin Obaseki said. And he was also asked about the group who purchased nomination form for him. And they said a group, Obaseki Mandate Forum, at the Federal Capital Territory has purchased the governorship nomination form for Obaseki, and also addressing the journalists after purchasing the form at the National Secretariat of the party yesterday in Abuja. The chairman of the forum, Chief Nathaniel Momo, said the action was a demonstration of the support and acceptability of majority of the Edo State people towards the re-election of Obaseki. He added that the form was a sign that the will of the people would prevail by ensuring that plots for the imposition of any candidate did not materialize. Momo noted that by this purchase, the people have spoken with one voice and have decided to entrust their mandate into the hands of Obaseki to enable him to consolidate his achievements. He stated, if almost all previous governors of the state have enjoyed a second term, some of them despite their not too impressive performance in office, it will be a travesty of justice, a mockery of equity and fairness to deny a man whose tenure has touched every community in the state. The choice of Obaseki is not just an APC project, as I have just mentioned. It is also the project of market women in Ushelu Market, the trader in Avieli, Council of Chiefs in Esoso, the 18-year-old and above student in Owan, the fruit trader in Irekbe, and the meat seller in Egene Bode, the palm wine tapper in Eson, the cassava farmer in Ipeshi, and many others. This is not a project for a gang of elite who seek to whet their appetite with political power, relevance, and undue control of the resources of the state, but one of the masses and well-meaning individuals passionate about the progress and development of the state. So that's it, guys. We pray and hope that the best emerges, and we hope that Obaseki, just as he believes so much that God is his infinite help, and of course we hope that God will come through for him as he has God as his only help. So guys, please don't forget to drop your comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for staying tuned. I really hope you enjoyed your coffee. Do have a pleasant time. Bye.